and we want to wish her the very best, and that's Miranda. She's been so gracious, so good, and she's helped us all grow, and we've seen her grow here at Shiloh, and we want to wish her the best in the vineyard that her and her husband are going to. God bless you. All right, let's get going with the lesson. Lessons of the past. When I looked at this, I said, wow, we need this. You know, God has been so good to us. He's revealing, he's peeling back everything so that none of us can have an excuse when it comes time that he comes from the east in that cloud. So, without further ado, let us go with the memory text. It says, which we have heard and known, our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children and tell the generation to come the praises of the Lord and his strength and his wonderful works that he has done. That's Psalm 78, verses 3 and 4. And it goes on to say, it says, in numerous psalms, praises take the form of narrating the Lord's mighty act of salvation. These psalms are often called salvation history psalms or historical psalms. Some appeal to God's people, telling them to learn from their history, particularly from their mistakes and mistakes of their ancestors. Certain historical psalms contain a predominant hymnal note that highlights God's past, wonderful deeds on behalf of God's people, and their strength and their trust in the Lord, who is able and faithful to deliver them from their present hardships. Wow, that's deep. And we have to know that God loves us. You know, he puts up with so much of our nonsense. It's unbelievable. But yet and still, he stays there. And people, we need to know that. From this lesson, I hope that you will come away with knowing that God loves you and God never leaves you and he will always be with you. So, I have Monday, so I'm going to start with Sunday, excuse me. The Lord's unstoppable faithfulness. That's from Psalm 78. Now, as I look at Psalm 78, there's 72 scriptures, so I can't cover them all, but I'll highlight them and hope that you'll learn something from this. And it brings out all of the things that we have done in the past, all of the mistakes that we have made, and yet and still there's a God that loves us. So let's go to first one. I'm going to read it out of my Bible. It says, give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. God is crying out. He wants us to listen to what he has to say. He wants us to go to him with every situation that we have, no matter how simple it is or how hard it is. God never leaves us. And so it asks us, what three key historical epics are highlighted in this psalm? What reoccurring lessons does Ephes draw from each period? So we're going to just kind of highlight that and cover it. It says here, it goes into, it says, let me read some more. I will open my mouth in parables, and I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known